Hi, and welcome back to Community Hotline. I'm Monica Weitzel. We're here in Gresham at MetroEast Community Media. Now I get the pleasure of welcoming back somebody who was on the show a few years ago. I have with me today Ivan Scarborough from Sunshine Awakenings. Lovely to have you again.
Nice to be back.
Yeah, it's been a while. I think it was 2014 when you were here.
Yeah.
So yeah, good to see you. And
You too.
Sunshine Awakenings was fairly new then. I mean, you'd only been around for a couple of years, right, at that time? Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the beginnings of your organization, like why you got it started and what your mission is.
Well, it was generally to promote creativity and sharing, and I mean the main mission statement is to basically help to create the critical mass of people that causes the quantum shift in the collective consciousness where everyone kind of wakes up to a more peaceful, unified, loving state. I mean that's... Yeah,
that. I read that on the website and I thought, it's I mean, it's when you just have to stop and think when you're reading it. It's not. I mean, obviously it flows really easily off your tongue, but
Thank you.
I really had to stop and think about what you were trying to say in there, because you're trying to affect a change in people, but you're going from a different standpoint than I think most organizations do. You're starting at a really grassroots level.
Yeah.
So tell me about the kinds of things you did then, and are you doing the same things now?
Yeah, we do the same things now, but a lot of what we originally started off doing is really only applicable in the nicer months, in the spring and summer months.
When you're out on the waterfront, or and just interacting with people in the community. Right.
The direct marketing, just bringing it right to the people with the free hugs and the free juggling lessons, and the art therapy. I mean, we've always done some of the donations of foods and helping like poor and homeless people with foods we get donated, but during the summertime, it's more focused on the creative, creative healing, creative therapy stuff.
Right. People are outside, they're feeling good in the sunshine, and this gal's out there evidently. So tell me about this, Ivan. Well, free hugs.
I mean, I think I wore a Sunshine Awakening shirt on our last interview, but this time I wasn't wearing a T-shirt, so I decided to bring that along.
Free hugs, that's great.
The free hug shirt, yeah.
That's great. So I assume that you give free hugs too, not just this.
Not just a mannequin.
Yeah,
in fact, we rarely bring the mannequin to the waterfront, but maybe we'll start implementing that soon in the future.
That would be actually pretty funny. But if it hugged back, that would be That would be even more special.
All the robotics and 3D printing.
There you go.
Nowadays,
I'm sure you can find one that does it.
Yeah.
So you have the juggling lessons, and you this is for anybody, right? I mean, people just can be walking by and they see you, and so, tell me why the juggling lessons and why the art. What do you, if somebody just comes and they're just walking by and they start interacting with you, what are you hoping to get out of that, or what are you hoping they'll get out of that?
Well, I find that people who walk by, even if they only glance at the artwork and not even interact any further than that, they actually benefit from that even.
Right.
I mean, as subtle as it may be.
Right.
But the art therapy I've recently read has been proven to be very helpful for like PTSD sufferers, or people who are just generally high stress.
Yeah.
So.
And there's a lot of that.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of that around. I mean, we all, we have so many high stress jobs. We're always pushing. We're always time crunch.
It's number one cause of death in the industrialized world is stress. So people can come by and just engage. And I mean, we're also showing people that, hey, it's possible to have a sharing art circle like that where anyone's welcome to come participate. And that alone is a pretty large statement that people recognize and really appreciate. It's uncommon. It's so uncommon. You find someone with a presentation like that that's not selling something. Right.
I was going to say, you're not charging them anything. They can come, they can just get involved, they can engage, which in itself is a great thing, because people like to do that, but they're, I think, sometimes hesitant because they're afraid. They think there's an ulterior motive.
Yep, true. So, a lot of the fear-based consciousness sometimes come through, but it's relatively easy, especially when there's multiple people already there engaging.
Right.
They're drawn to it more and more.
Yeah.
And as far as the juggling goes, that's also something that's been proven to help with your left and right brain communication, to increase your gray and white matter in your brain, and to prevent Alzheimer's disease and such.
Right.
And then of course, the free hugs are proven to release oxytocin in your brain and just generally help your level of trust for other human beings when you hug people, as long as it's genuine, positive intention. It's a good thing.
Yeah. And so I like this. I mean, I remember when we talked before that I thought, this is different, but it's a good thing. It's all very positive.
Yeah.
You also do meditation, or you used to, or do you still do that?
Oh, we still do that, but it's something that's a little bit more difficult to form. But we do meditation, group meditation sessions whenever we can get people together, because that's also something that helps to, lower the stress hormone levels, and group meditation's even proven to increase the serotonin levels in everyone's brain who's in the surrounding area. Even if they're unaware of the group meditation taking place, they can be walking by. It can be measured.
Wow.
Yeah, it's all quantifiable and measurable. It's all provable.
So have you done a lot of research? Did you personally do research on all this to back up all that what you're doing?
I kind of drew from my personal education and experience and research from all different areas, because I've done direct marketing stuff, so I applied that aspect of it. I've done a lot of research in meditation and just general natural healing, like Ayurvedic stuff even, which is something else that I want to put forth more and offer that, which it's coming together. It just, it takes time to get all these different facets going.
You're in a lot of different areas, and it seems like you keep, there's little tentacles going out.
Yeah.
You're going to try this and try this. And I want to talk a little bit about your juicing, but you brought some pictures, and I think some video, and I think they kind of, cobbled some together, and
Sure.
I think we should take a look and
Sure.
and just get a feel for what Sunshine Awakenings is all about.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that now.
Sounds good.
Okay, this is down on the waterfront, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is your art group, so I could just walk by. Like I see the kids are always engaged.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
the first ones, aren't they, usually?
In a lot of cases, yeah.
Yeah, either that or the dogs.
Right, them too.
Yeah. Sure.
Everyone seems to find something who stops to draw and to be proud of, and to show their participation and support for such a community-based thing. It's in the spirit of sharing and creativity and positive interaction with people.
Chalk art's always good.
Yeah, that brings people in. Actually,
Yeah.
the chalk art does.
Yeah, and there's a hug.
Yep. Some free hugs picture. That's nice. They put that in there.
Right? I mean, who doesn't like art, right?
Yeah.
And some people think they can't draw.
I hear that all the time.
But
Yeah.
it's like, oh, I can't really. But yeah, you can.
Just put some color in.
It's personal.
Right, and it's therapeutic. Even just
It
draw,
is.
put some color on the paper.
Yeah.
It's proven.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we'll look at the video after this. But
Yeah.
that was so. It's lots of smiles.
Yeah.
Lots of smiles. I like that. I mean,
Definitely.
Isn't it wonderful to be have an organization where where you're making things better?
It is.
I mean, obviously that's the point of a lot of nonprofits. In one way or another, you're trying to make life better for somebody. But
Right.
but it's a very positive thing.
Yeah.
You're not trying to cure cancer, but in a way you might be preventing it. You know what I mean?
Well, the positive interactions actually do help with your body's levels of antibodies and immunomodulators and just anti-stress hormones and all that. And it's nice. It's something that's genuine, and people like that. Like in the last couple of years, whenever someone comes and interacts, I'll have them put their Instagram handle on the art they drew, so I can then tag them. Then they'll see that and they'll like it and follow
that's
it.
great. Yeah, and it's just kind of sharing, and then share, and then
Yeah.
spread the.
And there's no deep, psychological, manipulative marketing involved there.
Right.
It's all just, they see what we're doing, it's genuine, it's real, it's there, they love it, so they follow it.
It's all happy. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, in this season, as you mentioned before, there isn't too much of that going on, 'cause it's too cold. No one's going to sit there and draw with their fingers freezing and teeth chattering,
Yeah.
So in off season, we've been doing the juicing thing.
Right. And so you have, I think I'm not sure if the video shows that or not. We have some video we want to show here in a minute,
Okay.
but the juicing is you have somebody that's providing you with fruit, is that right, or
Yes.
produce of
Yes.
some kind?
In the last 6 months or so. I mean, prior to that, I was just buying it myself.
Oh.
But I mean, you can get a large amount of like, say, carrots from Winco or from Cash and Carry.
Right.
Like for $20, I can get like 50 pounds of carrots and go and juice for a whole, community full of homeless people. So.
And so you're going to like community shelters and places like that too, and you're juicing there.
Yeah, one of the
and
places
just
we
serving
go.
it.
Yes, we keep juicers there in their pantry, and we go there about
great.
once a week, and we just go in and use their kitchen and make the juice.
Everybody loves fresh juice. I mean, that's, most everybody likes that. There's hardly anybody that doesn't, and it's very healthy, and so
Right.
that's a great addition to sometimes, sometimes food pantries or shelters don't have that good of a variety of food depending on what their
Right.
funding and resources are. So what a nice addition to it.
They do their best, from
They
from
do
what
their
I've
best
seen
for sure.
with
And-
salads and whatnot.
Yeah.
But the juice is really, really proven to give your body the nutrients that it needs. And when you're homeless, especially in the cold months, if you don't have the proper nutrients, you know, first of all, your brain can't rebuild itself in the proper way. And when you're trying to get off the street or whatever, they need.
You need all the brain cells.
Yeah, they need brain function to be able to, you know, to get ahead, to get like a leg up.
Yeah.
So it's very important.
You've already
for
got
people.
enough things going against you.
Yeah.
That if you also don't have good nutrition to help you think clearly, or just help you fight off infection and sickness. And,
yes.
Yeah.
Definitely. We do some ginger in there sometimes in the cold months to get that little kick of an immune system boost.
Turmeric in there. Yeah,
turmeric. Yep, love turmeric too for sure.
I love it. I like that.
Nice.
Let's take a look at those videos now, and I think Emily put a few together for us so we can take a look.
Sounds good.
Here's a bit of produce to be juiced and or donated. Back of the Volvo, full. On to the next clip.
So will you just tell me one more time, you guys came and learned to juggle, and now you're making some art at the art circle.
Exactly. It was awesome, man. I got a chance to juggle with homeboy over there.
Stacy, nice.
That one friend.
Beautiful, thank you.
I'm trying to dig into some of these skills.
Lovely.
When I see your face, you make me feel like we could run this race. You give me back my faith. No more to borrow, no more time to waste. Before tomorrow, there's no hiding place. Under the covers tonight, tonight.
Oh, cool. Oh, is that where we're gonna end?
I think so.
Wow. So, how you can get how much juice out of what you said 20 pounds of carrots or something?
For $20 worth of carrots.
Or $20 worth of carrots.
Yeah, but that was in the last couple of years. In the last 6 months or so, we've been fortunate enough to be receiving weekly donations now from a California-based company called Imperfect Produce.
Is it is it stuff that maybe is bruised or that kind of thing? Is it imperfect as far as what it looks like?
Not really.
No, because that looked like pretty good fruit right there.
Yeah,
it looked wonderful.
Yeah, they sell it to people. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They do home delivery for people.
Wow.
And they sell it for a really reasonable price. From what I understand, I've never actually purchased from them, but I guess it's really reasonably priced. And then what they don't need, they donate to organizations like ours.
That's wonderful. Yeah, that's great. So if there's anybody out there that wants to donate some food too, I mean,
sure.
would you be able to take more food if people were able to donate more?
I mean, at this point, we have to kind of scale the growth of the donation with the growth of volunteers.
Yeah, you have to. That's what I'm saying. You have to have the people that are going to actually do the juicing. But
sure.
Well, they can get an organization out there, a company that wants to donate food and one of their employees to help volunteer. That'd be good.
Totally. And the other aspect of this, the program is called Superfeed Portland, by the way, which is just a name that I came up with for getting the high quality, vital, nourishing foods to people. There's a tree called the moringa tree.
Yeah, I saw that on your website, and I asked somebody, said, "What's moringa?" And they thought it was a musical instrument. And I said, "No, it's not. It's a tree." I found that out. But
nice.
tell me about that. What does that
it's
provide?
The world's #1 superfood, basically. It's the most nutrient-dense plant and the most antioxidant-rich plant that we know of.
What are you eating off of it? What part of the tree?
The leaves are what you eat mainly.
Okay.
You can eat the seeds. You can purify water with the seeds. There's a couple of antibiotic, antibacterial aspects the seeds have as well.
And where do these grow? They don't grow around here, do they?
They don't grow in this climate, unfortunately. No,
Yeah.
they have to be in like a subtropical or tropical climate.
Okay,
But you can order it. We get it off the internet.
Oh, okay.
I actually have a place called Moon Ridge Farms that I came in contact with who is going to have us grow some at their farm in a temperature-regulated warehouse.
Oh, wow.
So I'm looking forward to that. But as of now, we just get it off the internet in bulk, dried powderized leaf format.
Oh, okay.
So we can add that to the juice sometimes.
I was going to say, what you do, add it to the juice, or how else would you use it?
Mix it in with your food, you know, sprinkle it over your soup or your
Doesn't have
dinner.
a funky taste that you...
It tastes very, very bitter green
Does it?
flavor, but
Okay.
that's because it's so good for you.
Yeah, yeah. Put up with it just for the health benefits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
So you have the moringa, you've got your juicing. Those are both the things that you do for the health of people.
Yes.
You're juggling. You're doing the community art projects. You're sometimes meditation. You've got what else we got going on? And tell me, how are you funded?
I mean, at this point, we get donations, but nothing major. A lot of it, I just actually, we'll just, I said, buy the carrots if it's cheap enough, and a lot of it's volunteer-based, so it isn't, at this point, we've operated without too much funding, but as we're expanding, we do have the need, kind of a vacuum to fill of funding, which is, I'm glad you brought that up. I wanted to mention we have a crowdfunding campaign, which you can find a link to on, it's sunshineawakenings.org/superfeed,
Okay.
which I believe I gave to the
We
media
should have
department.
the information on the screen, so hopefully
Awesome.
we'll have that. So people can go there, they can find out how they can donate. And,
Yeah.
and
Donate
the super,
button
if they
there.
go to the Superfeed, can they specify they want it to go to that? Then
Well, that page, all the donations go to the
Go to
Superfeed
that,
program.
okay,
There's
okay.
also a GoFundMe link if they want to go directly through the GoFundMe platform,
Okay,
because
okay.
they verify that you're a 501c3 nonprofit.
Right,
They're certified
right.
with the PayPal Giving Fund and all that.
Right.
So
Good. Well, and I think people should check it out, and they could check out the website and get more information about what you're doing, because it's a very interesting concept to.
the grasp.
It's hard to grasp at first when you read about it, but
I
then
agree.
you've explained it well, and I think
Thank you.
it's a very positive, happy thing, and I appreciate that there are people like you doing work like this
I
around
appreciate you too
our
and the work you do
community.
as well.
Thank
Most
you,
definitely.
thank you. Well, we're out of time, Ivan. Is there anything else you need us to know about Sunshine Awakenings? Is there looking for more volunteers? Looking for anything in particular?
Yeah, volunteers are good and donations are good. I mean, aside from that, we've covered everything I wanted to cover. So we'll keep growing it and keep pushing, keep making
Okay.
connections, and keep
And
doing
keep
things like
hugging
this,
each
and
other.
keep giving hugs and all that good stuff. Absolutely.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
It's
you,
a
Mom.
pleasure having you on.
You too.
Thanks for watching Community Hotline. I've enjoyed this show tonight, and I've enjoyed having you as our guest watching from your living room. So do come back next week. We'll be here again. I'm Monica Weitzel. This is Community Hotline.
Community Hotline is made possible with generous support by Gresham Ford, the dealer with a heart. The Contribute to the Community program provides the opportunity for the Gresham Ford team to make a positive impact, serving their customers and helping people across the community. The Outlook, serving the residents of East Multnomah County for more than 100 years. The region's #1 source for information, The Outlook provides readers with intensely local coverage of the issues and people that impact our lives and community. The Mountain Hood Cable Regulatory Commission, advocating on behalf of the public interest on communications policy issues at the local, state, and federal levels. And by Stamp Connection. MetroEast values the support of our partners in the community, and we'd like to give a very special thanks to the sponsors who help make our programming possible.
Community media is priceless.
Valuable.
Community media lets you tell your story.
to fit your needs.
My favorite thing about community media is it's got to be the people's shows.
I think my favorite one is Karaoke Oli.
Oh, Karaoke Oli's a good one.
We sing live karaoke on TV for an hour.
Hamster versus Monster.
Nap Time with Kittens.
Community media brings programming like Chambers of Commerce, the Faith Community.
Psycho Chicken.
Do you have any UFO shows?
No, I wish we did.
I would like one of those too.
Yeah.
Children's programs, high school sporting events, and of course the ubiquitous city council meetings.
Only when we hear from folks in their own voices with their own stories can we truly connect.
Community television is what participatory democracy is about.
Like my friend Laird Ross says, it's the last great American soapbox.
It gives me a voice.
And I'm glad it's available.
It's incredibly important to protect a place where all users of locally based nonprofit media have a place to speak and share their stories.
Hi, I'm Gresham City Councilor Mario Palmero. Tune in to Community Hotline Wednesdays at 7 p.m. and you'll find out about local organizations making a positive difference in your world.
The Rosewood Initiative is a nonprofit community center located on 162nd and Stark. We're focused on serving, building, and connecting the community to resources that will better their lives. Rosewood is so much more than a building. We're a community.